Hello and welcome back to day 75 of the N10 series. Today is going to be the last day of this series. We will probably come back sometime later with some new automations. But for today, we're going to cover something a lot of you have requested us to cover, and that is voice calling with AI via WhatsApp. So let's see how this can be done. Now, before we get started, I would like to tell you that this is slightly complex. We're going to use 4 tools to get this done because Facebook or Meta has not yet enabled voice calling directly on their cloud feature. So please accept that this is going to be slightly complex. We'll try to make it as simple as possible. So let's get started. So to begin with, head over to Twilio.com and create your account. I'm not going to show you how because it's pretty simple. Go to Twilio.com, right, and click on Start for Free. It'll ask you a few basic questions and you should be able to get your account created quickly. Once you do that, you can go to phone numbers. Okay, you should be able to see some account dashboard like this, right? And we have develop and then monitor. Develop is what we're going to use today because we want to develop something, right? Go to phone numbers and you have something called manage. If you go to manage, you can see all the active numbers that you have on your Twilio account. Now we have got 2 numbers because we bought it. So we can buy a number from here. And when you create your account, you should have some credits added by Twilio themselves. So we should have probably some credits still left. Let's see. There you can see available funds is like $18.66, right? Current month to date spent is 1.16. So this is how much we have spent for the calls that we've made via Twilio. Okay. This is not our primary platform, but because voice calling via WhatsApp is only available via Twilio or maybe a couple of other platforms like this, but we have gone with Twilio for our testing. And when you're doing this, you may have to add your credit card and purchase $5 of credit. Okay, we have done that, and that's why if you go to active number, then we have these 2 added. Now you can click on buy a number and you can buy a number at just $1.15 as you can see, right? You can also choose which country you want the number from, right? They have United States, Afghanistan, islands, Albania, okay, and a lot of it. Unfortunately, they don't support Indian number. Oh, we have Indian numbers? No, yeah. So you can see here, no results found, right? We couldn't find any numbers that match US search criteria, which is basically Indian number. Okay, so we will go with US for now. And you also have some advanced search here, like whether the number should be local, mobile number, toll free, and so on and so forth. We do not get a mobile number for US, right? Address requirements, any, none, exclude local requirements, exclude foreign requirements, and so on and so forth. So let's not get into the advanced search, just select the country and then we will move further. And we don't need the SMS and MMS, fax and stuff like that. Okay, at least for our use case, right? We are just going to use voice for now. So you can click on search. It'll search for you basis your search criteria that you've put. Okay, and select whatever number goes well with your requirement. I'm going to randomly select something. I'll click on buy. Okay, now you can see voice and fax are by default available. But if you want SMS and MMS, they will have to get this registration done, which is A2P, which means application to person or people or something on those lines. Okay, so A2P 10 DLC registration required for US messaging. Okay, it's by law that is required, and that's why we'll have to get that done. In today's case, we don't need these 2, we just need voice. So you can also see we have like global routing. Routing is regional. voice and messaging will be routed to the United States, okay, US1 region. You can reroute in the number configuration after purchase. So we'll click on buy. Okay, so you can see this is 1.15 monthly feet. Okay, so once we buy this, we can click on configure this particular number. It will take you over here. Okay, so you can see here voice configuration, Webhook, configure with Webhook, TWI-ML, okay, bin, function, studio flow, proxy service, and so on and so forth, right? A call comes in, then Webhook, TWI-ML, okay, bin, function, studio, and all of this. We can check which one do we need, and we can configure this. We'll come to this in a short while. Next up, we have messaging configuration here. So if you want to use messaging from Twilio, you can configure this over here. Once you do the configuration, we'll have to click on save configuration. Okay, this is the first step that we have to do. Buy a number on Twilio and configure it. Now let's see how do we configure this. So before we configure this, we have to go to messaging, right? And we have something called senders, right? And we have to click on WhatsApp senders because we have to do some changes in WhatsApp. So let me just click on, let's click on save configuration. I don't think we have made any changes, but yeah, let's save that and go to messaging, senders, WhatsApp senders. Here is where we have to add our new sender. Okay, this is the old one that we had connected. Now we'll go here and we just bought a Twilio number, right? And that is this one. So I'm going to select this. Okay, when also get your old number, you'll need to validate the phone number via text message or phone call later in the process, right? We'll go with this one for now. Click on continue. So I'm going to continue with Facebook. Okay, and continue as Ritesh Hegde. Get started. So I'm going to select Rich7 as business portfolio. I could have showed you how to create, but we have already reached the limit, so I'll not be able to show you that. So I'm going to select the one which we already have, and I'm going to click on next. And this is where I showed you how to create one, right? But as we already saw, Twilio will not allow us to, or rather Meta will not allow us to connect two business accounts. WABA stands for WhatsApp business account, right? So two WABA account to the same Twilio account, and that's why it got rejected. And I'm going to select this one for now. Okay, I already showed how to create a new one. So create it and your other thing should just be fine. Here I'm going to create a new WhatsApp business profile and I'm going to click on next, and here we can give any name, and in this case let's say BizMade by Rich7. Okay, category is going to be, let's say, education, or let me make it as ABCD by Rich7 because Rich7 is there, maybe they will allow. Okay, they're very strict with names. Okay, so I'll click on next and fail to generate WhatsApp certificate, it says, right? So you can see that. Let me just give it as Rich7. Okay, and let's click on next, and you see it just went through, right? They want that name to match with your business name. Okay, so we go with add a new number, and I'm going to copy this particular thing and paste it over here. Okay, text message is fine. Click on next. Okay, name verification already in progress, it says. Okay, so we can give some details here. Okay, name verification already in progress. This profile will show information about your business to profile and so on and so forth. And click on next. Add a new number. Let's give a name ABCD by Rich7. Okay, so Rich7 should be there because that's the name of the business, and anything before that maybe they will accept. Okay, and I'll give this as education. And let's click on next. Use a new number. I'll copy this number, paste it over here. Okay, and we'll go with text message. Click on next. Okay, so it says name verification already in progress. So maybe we give it as video red 7. I'm not sure. They are very strict with their naming convention. Okay, so we'll click on next. Add a new number. It's already there. Click on next. Knock. Name verification already in progress. So I think they are checking for the number that they're using. Okay, let me give it a different. I'll buy a new number and come back. So this is the new number that I've bought, and I'm going to messaging. I am going to sender, WhatsApp sender. Okay, and I'm going to create new sender, and this time I'm going to select the new number that I bought, which is 77. Okay, click on continue, and I'll just copy this, keep it ready. I'll click on continue with Facebook. Okay, so let me give it a try here. I'll go to next, and Bismay Twilio, I'll change it to with 7 Twilio. Okay, category can be education, and I'll click on next. Add a new number. I'll add this particular number. We'll go with text message. Click on next, and it comes here, right? So the OTP will be shown over here. So you can see here 400629. I'll click on next. Okay, all these things confirm. Connecting your account. So basically Meta and Twilio are getting connected, right? So I'll click on finish, and last time you saw that it was rejected because I had not used the same Baba number. Okay, here's the new number, and you can see this is offline right now. So this will take some time, and it will come to online very soon. Okay, let's give it some time and move on. Now, while this is still offline, let's go to Facebook, and we have to go to business.facebook.com/latest/WhatsApp manager/phone numbers. Okay, asset ID is basically the same thing that we connected over here, right? WhatsApp business account ID 824377 and so on and so forth. So you can see here 824377, the same thing. Business ID or business ID number. Okay, and tab phone numbers nav_ref equals to WhatsApp number. Okay, so this is where we have to be. Now once we are here, okay, this is the number that we just connected. Okay, so I'm going to select this, and in the call settings, okay, allow voice calls will be off by default. Click on toggle that on. Okay, generic error, retry in some time. There was a problem processing your request, try again in some time. Okay, so I think there was also one warning at the bottom. Let's quickly, yeah, now you see that it is already enabled. So this should be good. Just refresh to check that it is reflecting. I'll go back to the number. I'll go to call settings, and yes, it is reflecting. Let's come back to Twilio. Let's refresh this to see if it's already online. So you can see that this is online. Now click on this particular link. It will open Facebook for you. Okay, and go to phone numbers. You should have the phone number that we just added. Okay, you can see here this one. Okay, click on this, and you should see this call settings. If your screen is smaller or something like that, then maybe you will see it like this more. Click on call settings. Now this will be off by default. Okay, just enable this one, toggle it on. Okay, and you can see it over here, right? Once it's done, let's quickly just refresh it and see if it is already enabled. It will generally get saved automatically. Okay, it is enabled. Now we have done all the things that we have to do on Twilio and Meta. Okay, the number is perfectly connected. Now let's see what is the next step that we have to do. Once we are here, now we have to connect this particular number with ElevenLabs, because we are going to use ElevenLabs as our voice agent. Okay, so I'll click on this particular number, and we don't have a direct way to configure this with 11 Labs, but we are going to use N8N. Okay, so this is what we have to use for messaging, but today what we need is voice endpoint. Okay, and we have to connect it via TwiML application, and we already have two, but I'll show you how to create one. Click on create a new TwiML application. It'll open a new tab, and okay, so we can click on create a new TwiML app here. We can give a friendly name, let's say 1000 days. Okay, and voice configuration request URL should be added over here. And for this, I'm going to N8N, and we have a new workflow created. Okay, here I'm going to add a webhook, right? And we'll make this as post. Copy this. Come back here, put this request URL, and you can see here this is HTTP post. Right, messaging we are not going to create, so click on create. So we have this 1000 days. Let's go back to this particular screen, and we'll have to refresh the screen to get the latest update. So I'm going to refresh. Sorry, okay, this may happen, don't panic. Okay, so we'll go back here and click on 1000 days. Yeah, so once this is done, you can also control your business profile information. Business display name will be Rich7 Twilio, and you can add a profile picture from here. Your business address can be added from here, business website, right? All of this. So for example, I'm going to add this particular logo. Okay, and then website, let's say abcd.rich7.com. Okay, business, additional business website if you have, you can add it over here. So this has to be HTTP. Okay, so business email, let's say abcd@rich7.com, right? Vertical, if you have the thing like educational, will create that. Profile about, hey there, I'm using WhatsApp. Business description, if you want, you can add, and click on update WhatsApp center, so that the users who are going to use this particular number on their WhatsApp, okay, they will see all these details, so it looks more professional. Now let's head over to N8N, and let's have respond to Webhook. Okay, we'll leave it as is for now, and we'll go back here, Webhook, and here we have respond immediately. Let's change that to using respond to Webhook node. Okay, once this is done, we'll click on save, and let's test the connection first. And for that, let's come back here. Let's take this particular number. Okay, and I'm going to open this up. Slash. So wa.me/the number. Okay, it will open in my WhatsApp desktop. So I'm going to get that particular number over here because we have to make a call. So I'm going to N8N. We go here, and I'm going to click on listen for test event. Okay, because this is a webhook, it has to listen first. And if we go here, you can already see that the logo has been updated, right? And hey there, I'm using WhatsApp. All those details have already come here. Okay, so I'm going to make a call from my phone. Okay, as you can see, and you see the details have come here, right? I'm not sure whether you saw my phone thing because I had used blurring. So even if not, trust me that I made a call from my phone. Okay, once this is done, we have to do one final thing on 11 Labs. Okay, let's quickly check what is that. Okay, and so once this is done, this will also run. So we click on save. So far what we've done is we have gone to Twilio, right? Bought some number on Twilio, and we have connected that to WhatsApp sender, and verified it from Facebook Meta, and we've gone to Facebook and added our call settings to on. Okay, we can also allow callbacks from here. Okay, so once we have done this, we went back to Twilio and got TwiML apps created, right? And then we linked that to our number over here. voice endpoint configuration. And we also connected this on NetM. Okay, so basically this 1000 days TwiML app is connected to NetM, right? Now, the only thing that is missing is connecting it to ElevenLabs so that the conversation can happen. Okay, and let's quickly check how do we do that and test this real quick. Now on the ElevenLabs, we just created an agent in the previous video. Okay, so let's go to that one, booking agent Ritesh, right? So on the ElevenLabs, we have a phone number here. So let's go there. Okay, we can click on import number and we can use from Twilio, where you will have to give the label here, the phone number here, Twilio account SID here. So Twilio account SID is going to come from Twilio numbers, so active numbers. Click on any of the numbers, or rather the number that you want to add to your ElevenLabs, right? And if you go to properties, then your phone number SID is this one. Okay, so I'm going to import the number from here. Okay, we have Twilio method, but we are going to use SIP trunk. Okay, and I've already added this label here, 1000 days, and this is the number which is directly coming from here, right? From account dashboard. Okay, so if you go to account dashboard, then you will see your account SID, okay, and auth token, which may be required for multiple other automations with Twilio, but today we need just this number. Okay, so I have put it here, and you can, if you want media encryption and all, you can do that here. Allowed, disabled, required, and so on and so forth. Or if you want to allow this media thing with only certain numbers, you can add that over here. Okay, you can also add some domains over here. Okay, authorization, authentication can be added, but we'll leave it all as is. Click on import, and you should be able to see the details over here. Connect it to a particular agent. Okay, booking agent Ritesh, which is what we built in the previous session. And then we have the SIP details coming over here. Now, one last thing that we have to do is go back to NetM, right? Respond to Webhook. And this respond with needs to be text. And the text is going to be this one. I'm going to open this up to show you what it is. So it is this XML code that we have to give. And this one, right, should be our number. Okay, so if you go here, this thing is what we have to copy. I'll show you that, right? This is what goes between here. Okay, but with the phone number. So I'm just going to copy this phone number, come back here. After SIP double colon, we have to put this number, right? And then put at. Okay, and then everything else remains as is. So this particular thing I'm going to copy, and I'm going to paste it over here. Got it? It's basically the phone number that needs to change. Okay, but I just told you where are we getting that from. So once this is done, okay, let's go here, click on save, and let's activate this, right? And let's go to Webhook. Now, because it is activated, we have to go to production URL, and let's go back to the TwiML settings, right? And let's update the URL. So URL is not this one anymore because this is test. So we'll be updating this one and click on save. Okay, let's give it a try. So I'm taking my phone again, of course, the second phone. Maybe schedule a call?
Sure, I can help with that. Could you share your preferred date or time range in the next 1 to 2 weeks? Your name, your email, and the purpose of the meeting. If you are not sure on timing, I can suggest a few available 30-minute slots.
I would like to schedule a call maybe tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. And my email address is harsha@gmail.com. Purpose of meeting is just to have fun.
Okay, thanks for the details. I have your name as Harsha and email is harsha@gmail.com, with the purpose noted as a casual chat. I'm checking availability for tomorrow at 12:30 p.m., but I'm having trouble reaching the calendar right now. Could you confirm your time zone? And if 12:30 p.m. isn't available, would 12 noon or 1 p.m. tomorrow also work?
Yeah, that works. Go ahead.
Great. You booked this correctly. Could you confirm your time zone and which of the 3 times you prefer? 12 noon, 12:30 p.m., or 1 p.m. tomorrow? I will check Ritesh's calendar and lock it in as soon as you confirm.
Any of the slots would work, and I am from India, so IST time zone. And there you go. So this was directly done via WhatsApp call, right? I wish I could have shown you with the web-based calling, but it was not working, and that's why I had to make it from my phone. But you see that this has got connected, right? Now I didn't do the entire call because it would just work like we saw in ElevenLabs voice agent. Okay, just that the call is right now happening via WhatsApp. Nothing else changes. And yes, that's how you make WhatsApp-based voice agents. I hope this entire series of 75 days of N8N has given you a lot to learn and implement. Of course, I hope a lot of you would also start your freelancing journey or agencies after this learning journey. And we understand that this required a lot of settings to be done. It may take time, but it's very simple. Just follow along as per the video instructions and you will get there. I hope you enjoyed this series. And next up, we're going to come up with 10 days of OpenAI agent building. So get up for that, and thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one.